Washington Post wins 2 Pulitzers, including honor for cartoonist Tel Nice. Israel strikes Houthi targets in Yemen after missile attack on Ben Gurion Airport. Ukrainian drone attacks disrupt Russian airports ahead of impending Victory Day parade. Hamas dismisses truce talks as Israel plans full Gaza offensive and capture. Vatican deactivates phone signals and uses jammers for secretive papal conclave. Nuggets steal Game 1 from Thunder on Aaron Gordon's clutch late three-pointer. Boston Celtics suffer record-breaking three-point woes in playoff loss to Knicks. Rain-hit IPL thriller sees Mumbai Indians edge against Gujarat Titans in close finish. So far, you have been watching today's top headlines. Now let's jump into the details. Severe weather expected today at New York. The New York area is facing the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon, particularly impacting the evening commute. While the risk of widespread severe weather is low, there is a potential for damaging winds and hail. Central and northern New Jersey, the Catskills, and a Hudson Valley are at a higher risk for isolated severe storms, while parts of Ulster and Dutchess counties in New York and northern Connecticut may experience flooding. Residents are advised to check local severe weather alerts for their specific neighborhoods. Trump and Canada clash on trade and sovereignty. President Trump met with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, a meeting marked by significant tension over trade and Trump's suggestion that Canada become a U.S. state. Trump insisted he would not change his mind on tariffs, while Carney firmly stated Canada is not for sale. The meeting highlights the strained relationship between the two countries, particularly after Carney's recent election win fueled by anti-Trump sentiment. Meanwhile, the article also touches on other domestic issues for the Trump administration, including a Supreme Court victory on a transgender military ban, ongoing debates about tariffs and the economy, and a controversial nominee for U.S. Attorney.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
Federal judge orders certification of NC Supreme Court election, aiding Democrat. A federal judge has ordered the North Carolina Board of Elections to certify the results of the state Supreme Court election, a decision that favors Democratic incumbent Justice Ellison Riggs. Chief U.S. District Judge Richard A. Myers ruled that the ballots changed by Republican Judge Jefferson Griffin, including absentee ballots from overseas military and civilian voters, must be counted. This ruling comes after the state Supreme Court previously mandated the counting of most contested ballots, deeming those with missing information like social security numbers valid, while allowing some, like certain overseas ballots needing identity proof, to be tossed. Judge Myers' rulings specifically found that invalidating the overseas absentee ballots retroactively violates voters' due process rights. Griffin has 7 days to appeal the order. Justice Riggs celebrated the ruling, stated she was proud to continue serving. Trump administration pushes to reopen scandal-plagued prisons for immigration detention. While the proposal to reopen Alcatraz garnered headlines, the Trump administration is actively pursuing the reopening of several other shuttered and controversial detention facilities across the U.S., primarily for housing immigration detainees. These include facilities previously closed due to concerns about safety, mistreatment, sexual abuse, and poor conditions, many owned by for-profit prison corporations. This effort faces opposition from communities and advocates.
But I think it represents something. Right now it's a big hulk that's sitting there rusting and rotting.
Enriching private companies at the expense of detainee well-being. We'll be right back after a short break. I am Muntrak Muhtadi. Keep watching Millennium Nightline News. Tune in every night at 10 p.m. for Millennium Nightline News with Muntrak Muhtadi on Millennium News 24. Get the latest updates from around the world, including breaking news, in-depth reports, and exclusive stories, all delivered with integrity, professionalism, and a commitment to the truth. Whether covering local events, international affairs, or cultural highlights, Moonshot provides comprehensive coverage, ensuring you are always informed and connected. With a focus on accuracy and global perspectives, Millennium News 24 is your trusted source for news that matters. From diverse communities to world-changing stories, we bridge gaps and bring you the most relevant updates. Stay updated by following us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Millennium News 24. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Millennium News 24. You can also watch us on Android, iOS devices, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Horizon Satellite. Enjoy entertainment and the latest news with us. Download the Millennium News 24 and Millennium TV 24. Our websites are millenniumnews24.com and millenniumtv24.com. Stay ahead of the curve with Millennium Nightline News, only on Millennium News 24 because the truth matters. Welcome back after the break. I am Muntrak Muhtadi and you're watching Millennium Nightline News. Trump's movie tariffs, a threat to Hollywood's global reach. President Trump is talking about putting a big tax on movies made outside the US. This is a big deal because American movies make most of their money in other countries. If other countries put their own taxes on American movies because of this, it would really hurt Hollywood. Movie companies are already having a tough time after the pandemic, and these taxes could make things worse. Nobody is sure how these taxes would even work on movies, which are not like regular goods. Studios are worried and might stop making movies in other places until they know more. This could make fewer movies overall. Some people want to give tax breaks to make movies in the US instead. While the movie business isn't dying, these potential taxes are a big worry for its future. Mars stumbles in first vote. Friedrich Merz, expected to be Germany's new leader, failed to win enough votes on parliament on Tuesday. This was a surprising setback and the first time a candidate for chancellor did not win on the first try. Merz was just 6 votes short of the needed majority. Some lawmakers from his own side seemed to vote against him. A second vote is planned for Tuesday afternoon. This delay worries people about Germany's stability and economy. Merz has faced other challenges recently, including issues with immigration policy. His party, along with partners, still has enough votes to elect him eventually. However, the failure could hurt his standings. The far-right party is calling for new elections. Post wins Pulitzers. Cartoonist honored. The Washington Post won 2 Pulitzer Prizes for covering the Trump rally shooting and for Ann Telnai's cartoons. Telnai's win is notable as she left the paper after a cartoon was rejected. Other news outlets also won awards for their reporting on important issues. The Post was also a finalist in other categories. The awards highlight strong journalism in a challenging time. Israel strikes Houthi targets in Yemen following Ben Gurion airport attack. In retaliation for a Houthi ballistic missile attack on Ben Gurion airport that injured several people, the Israeli Air Force conducted airstrikes in the Houthi-held port city of Hodeidah in Yemen. Approximately 20 Israeli fighter jets dropped 50 munitions on targets, including the Hoida airport, described as a hub for Iranian weapons transfers, and a concrete factory near Basel, which the IDF stated is an economic resource for the Houthis used for building military infrastructure. This operation, coordinated with the US but not a joint effort, marks Israel's sixth strike in Yemen since the start of the war, and the first since January, following the Houthis' recent resumption of attacks after a period of relative calm. The Houthis have vowed to respond and continue targeting Israeli airports, while Iran denied supporting the Ben Gurion attack but warned of retaliation if attacked itself. Ukrainian drone attacks disrupt Russian airports instead of Victory Day. Ukrainian drone attacks disrupt Russian airports ahead of Victory Day. Ukrainian drone attacks on Moscow and other Russian cities overnight on May 6, 2025 caused significant disruption, leading to the temporary closure of 4 international airports in Moscow and flight restrictions at an additional 9 airports across Russia. Russian officials claimed to have shot down 105 drones in total, with 19 destroyed near Moscow alone, reporting no injuries. The attacks occurred just days before Russia's Victory Day. Hamas dismisses truce talks as Israel plans full Gaza capture. A senior Hamas official has stated that further ceasefire and hostage release talks are pointless in light of Israel's approved plan for an expanded offensive aimed at capturing all of Gaza. Hamas official Bassem Naim cited Israel's starvation war as the reason for not engaging in new proposals. The Israel military's plan involves displacing most of Gaza's population, taking control of aid, and achieving a, quote, decisive defeat of Hamas. The offensive is reportedly delayed until after a visit by US President Donald Trump. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned of increased civilian casualties and destruction, while the UK and France called for a renewed peace process. President Trump pledged US help with food for Gaza, blaming Hamas for taking aid. Israel resumed its offensive after a 2-month ceasefire, citing pressure on Hamas to release hostages and accusing the group of stealing aid, which Hamas denies. Aid agencies have warned of mass starvation and condemned Israel's aid delivery proposals. The conflict began after Hamas's 7 October 2023 attack on Israel. Since then, over 52,000 people have been killed in Gaza, according to Hamas-run health ministry. Vatican deactivates phone signals ahead of secretive papal conclave. The Vatican is taking extreme measures to ensure secrecy during the upcoming conclave to elect a new pope. All mobile phone signals will be deactivated within the Vatican, and signal jammers will be used around the Sistine Chapel where the 133 cardinals will vote. This deactivation is scheduled for Wednesday afternoon, just before the cardinals after the Sistine Chapel. The cardinals have already arrived in Rome and have surrendered all electronic devices, which they will not receive back until the conclave concludes. This isolation and vow of absolute secrecy are part of the centuries-old conclave process, designed to keep the selection of the next leader of the Catholic Church completely private. While the signal deactivation won't affect St. Peter's Square, security has been increased there, including checkpoints, metal detectors, and anti-drone systems. Even support staff within the Vatican during the conclave will take an oath of secrecy and remain isolated. We'll be right back after a short break. I am Munsat Muhtadi. Keep watching Millennium Nightline News.
Welcome to Millennium News 24, your trusted source for accurate, unbiased news. We're here to bring you the stories that matter most from America and around the world with integrity and a commitment to truth. In today's world, where misinformation can easily spread, having access to reliable news is more important than ever. At Millennium News 24, we aim to cut through the noise by delivering clear, fact-based reporting. Whether you're following major events or looking for in-depth analysis, we are here to serve you with transparency and respect for all communities regardless of color, wealth, or religion. This beautiful America was built by the resilience of its people, immigrants, entrepreneurs, doctors, and everyday individuals working together to create something great. It's this spirit that inspires us to provide you with news that's inclusive, honest, and relevant. We believe that informed citizens are the foundation of a strong society, and we strive to give you the knowledge you need to make a difference. From breaking news to insightful features, we bring you comprehensive coverage on politics, economics, health, culture, and much more. We believe that everyone deserves access to the truth, and we are proud to be a part of a global network that connects people through information. Stay informed by following us on your devices, including iOS, Android, Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, and Smart TVS. And for global access, we're also available on Horizon Satellite. Visit us at www.millenniumtv24.com or www.millenniumnews24.com to stay updated. At Millennium News 24, our mission is to promote unity, understanding, and progress in a rapidly changing world. Join us as we work to inspire positive action through the power of truth. Thank you for watching. Follow us, subscribe, and stay informed.
Welcome back after break. I am Munshat Muhtadi and you're watching Millennium Nightline News. Let's have a peek at the business world. Today, Dow Jones Industrial rose by 0.05%, gaining a total of $20.10 per share. S&P 500 rose by 0.74%, gaining a total of $40.44 per share. Nasdaq Composite rose by 1.26%, gaining a total of $216.90 per share. Russell 2000 index rose by 0.0014%, gaining a total of 2 cents per share. VIX, however, dropped by 6.16%, losing a total of $1.63 per share. Let's have a glance at the world of sports. Nuggets still Game 1 from Thunder on Gordon's late 3. Nikola Jokic dominated with 42 points and 22 rebounds, but it was Aaron Gordon's clutch three-pointer in the final seconds that propelled the fourth-seeded Denver Nuggets to a stunning 121. Rain hit thriller, MI edges GT in close finish. The IPL match between Mumbai Indians and Gujarat Titans was a nail-biter impacted by ruin. Mumbai Indians battled first and scored 155 runs, thanks to a good half-century from Will Jacks. Gujarat Titans started their chase, but rain stopped play several times. Despite the delays, the game continued. Gujarat Titans needed 156 runs to win. They lost quick wickets after the rain break, including key players like Shubman Gill and Sharfane Rutherford. In the end, Mumbai Indians held their nerve and won the match, leaving Gujarat Titans needing 33 runs from the last 22 balls, but falling short. Now let's have a glance at the weather trends and what you can expect as you plan your day ahead. Let's have a glance at the headlines one more time. Severe weather threatens New York area with damaging winds and hail today. Trump and Canada clash on trade and sovereignty. Federal judge orders NC election certification, aiding Democrat Justice Riggs. Trump administration pushes to reopen controversial prison for immigration detention. Trump's proposed movie tariffs threaten Hollywood's crucial global revenue. Vatican deactivates phone signals and uses jammers for secretive papal conclave. Germany's expected leader March stumbles in unexpected first parliamentary vote. Washington Post wins 2 Pulitzers, including honor for cartoonist Tell Nice. Israel strikes Houthi targets in Yemen after missile attack on Ben Gurion Airport. Ukrainian drone attacks disrupt Russian airports ahead of impending Victory Day parade. Hamas dismisses truce talks as Israel plans full Gaza offensive and capture. Vatican deactivates phone signals and uses jammers for secretive papal conclave. Nuggets still game 1 from Thunder on Aaron Gordon's clutch late three-pointer. Boston Celtics suffer record-breaking 3-point woes in playoff loss to Knicks. Rain hit IPL thriller sees Mumbai Indians edge against Gujarat Titans in close finish. Thank you for staying with us. To keep up with the latest news and updates, download the Millennium News 24 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Millennium News 24. And watch us anytime on your Android and iOS devices, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Star TV, and all smart TV platforms. For non-stop news and entertainment, download our apps, Millennium TV US on Android and Millennium News on Google. Truly appreciate you being a part of the Millennium News 24 family. Thanks again for staying with us. I am Sadi. Stay tuned for the next update and have a great night.